Paul? Yeah. Um, I'm gonna want to know the actual touchscreens of laptops. Yeah. hmm Tablets. Yes. Desktops. Yeah. Cell phones. I think that there's a possibility that desalinated salt at high temperatures, yes, is very good for keeping the electromagnetic frequencies in the phone or in the tablet. Yeah. So that when you use a cell phone, it's not emanating any electricity or energy. Yeah. Now, for those in law enforcement that said, well, we need to get a new laptop because you need to. I'm thinking that you're going to be buying it from me. Now, as much as you would say that I can't obligate the purchase of any product, yeah. Let's say I went well, I'm wanting to take all your money. I think that I have an innovation that will be very, very effective. Yes, at reducing the amount of frequencies in your actual vehicles. Now, of all the manufacturers of any touchscreens or any desktop screens, yeah, it could be that this is that next great innovation that every company will want to purchase from me. Yeah. Now, there's this idea of misconduct, official misconduct. Phew. See, just looking at this, the impact of misconduct may adversely affect the ability of any and all institutions, organizations, and associations to carry out its mission, and may also include the following: an actual financial loss incurred. Yes, yes, yes. Now, the actual example here is the YMCA. It doesn't matter which of the YMCA's. But there could be a substantial amount of financial loss. Then there's that damage to the reputation of the sheriff's department and the employees of the sheriff's department. Yesterday, I mentioned a full page ad in every newspaper. Yes, exonerating me of any wrongdoing. And then, of course, those letters that you'll need to write to all the persons. You thought you'd just remove it from the public access system. Yes, I thought that you'd have to personally inform all of them. As much as you say that I can't make that as a condition of the judgment, right? I think you'll be licking envelopes for the rest of your lives. Yes. Now, this damage to the reputation of the sheriff's department, yeah, and to the employees of the sheriff's department, yes. And then there's this negative publicity. Is it really negative? Yes. When you have to use a full page advertisement in the Peninsula Daily News, yeah, the Squim Gazette, ooh, the Port Townsend Leader, yes, the Seattle Times, the Spokesman Review. Right now, is it really negative? I mean, doesn't the public have a right to know that you have intentionally arrested multiple times an individual that didn't commit any crimes? Yes. While at the same time employing persons, yes, that supposedly look like me, yes, that have all the mental illnesses and defects that I don't have. Right now. Now, it could be that publicity is something that the county doesn't like to experience when it's negative, but the public would probably think it's a positive. How many of the individuals as residents of Clallam County would feel good that the sheriffs and the police departments decided to put in the newspaper a full page advertisement saying that Paul C. Budnick, yes, is not a domestic abuser. I'm not a child abuser. Oh, I'm not mentally ill or mentally defective right now. That your whole misprisioning of trees. I think we need to put it in publication. Yes. Now, for my part, yes, as the Paul Chad Budnick of the state of Washington, I think that every newspaper in the United States needs to know. Now, you would say that they don't know. I could go through the IP addresses of every YouTube video for the last 3.5 years. Yeah, let's get those. Then there's the IP addresses of every drive that I've had for the last 4 years. Yeah, let's get those. Then there's every email that I put in any of the drives, as well as the additional documentation. Yes, for every individual in every jurisdiction of the world that had any knowledge of this. Yes, I think we need to set the record straight. Now, if we need to put an advertisement in every newspaper of the world, yes, yes, yes. See, it could be that people were actually reading the emails. Yeah. They were watching the videos. Yes. And there are persons in other nations of the world. Yeah. That need to have a correction. Could you get me the IP addresses? I know you thought it was stupid, Facebook, but I'm just going to want to know of every nation of the world that has any knowledge of this. Yes. How many of the citizens of other nations need to know? Yeah, that I'm not a domestic abuser. I'm not a child abuser. So I'm not delusional, schizophrenic, bipolar, or psychotic. Yes. And that all this misprisioning of treason, the whole world needs to know that this nation. Now, I'm just going to need, well, if you were in another nation and you were watching the videos, could be anywhere. I'm going to need the IP addresses of all Facebook posts. Yes. All emails. Yes. All drives. Yes. And all videos. And for every nation of the world that did have that personal knowledge, yes, of the United States misprisioning treason and felony, I'm thinking that I'm going to sue that the United States of America would, yes, have to make sure that every resident of every nation of the world does know, yes, that Paul Chad Budnick was not in Sequim, Washington, was not in Jefferson County, was not a domestic abuser or child abuser. Now, some people would say that I'm going to use this to my own enrichment. Yes, it's a name recognition right now. That Paul C. Budnick, yes, as the manufacturer of a new screen that is made from desalinated salt, is in the business of desalinating seawater. Well, there's this thought that I could use to my own advantage, the free advertisements and everything.